If you want to get the full benefit of this and you haven't done these yet, do these on your own before you watch this video. I'm going to go over how they're done right now. We want to find the equation of the line for 4 different sets of clues. The first problem, we're given the slope and we're given the y-intercept. So remembering that the generic model of the equation of the line in slope-intercept form looks like that. Y equals slope times x plus b. We just insert the numbers in the right place. We write 3/2 x, y equals 3/2 times x instead of the letter m. And then the y-intercept is, of course, the point where you're on the y-axis, so the x value is 0. We don't have to plug in the 0, but that's the y value of the y-intercept, and that's what the letter B stands for. This is the correct answer for question 1. Y equals 3/2 x minus 1. Second question is just a little different, a little more work to be done. You're given the slope, so you can write a partial credit answer. Y equals 1/3 x plus, I'll just put a letter B there for now. We want to get the value of B, so we use the fact that if we've got the right equation with the right B number, it has to be true that when you insert a 24 for x, the equation gives you back a 5 for y. So plug in these numbers for x and y and see what it looks like. 5 goes in to replace the y, and then I write the 1/3 times that x value, 24, plus the one thing we still don't know, b. But now I can solve this for b, and it's not that much work to do. 1/3 times 24 is 1/3 of 24, which would be 8. And now if I just take away 8 from both sides, what's left over? -3 on the left side, b on the right side. We've got the value for b. We can go back here and finish the job. Instead of 1/3 x plus b, I can write y equals 1/3 x minus 3. And I could check that by 2 things it's supposed to have. It's got a slope of 1/3. We can see that because the 1/3 is multiplying the x. And if you plug in 24 for x, 1/3 of 24 is 8. 8 take away 3 does come out 5 for y. That's how we know it's correct. Question 3, we want to get the equation for the graph shown here. So the y-intercept is 0, 1, 2. The y-intercept is 2. You could say b equals 2. Positive 2. Sloppy, sorry. What's the slope? It's going downhill, so it's definitely a negative slope. And if I pick 2 easy to use points, I think these 2 are convenient. How do I go from here to here? What's the change in y? I go down 3 boxes. What's the change in x? I go sideways 2 boxes. So the change in y over the change in x, also known as the slope, it's negative. Change in y goes on the top, change in x goes on the bottom. Again, why is it negative? Because the line is going downhill. Now I put the whole thing together. Oh, I'm using up this space here, sorry. Y equals negative 3/2 x, and the y-intercept was 2, so plus 2 at the end. That's how we do question 3. And then finally, question 4. Let me get this out of the way. Sloppy work. We do want to get the slope first. We want the slope of the line that goes through this pair of points. So we subtract y values on the top, and I can do 12 minus 15, or I can do 15 minus 12. I'm going to do 15 minus 12. And since I'm doing 15 minus 12 order for the y values, I now must do 20 minus 8 order for the x values. So what does this come out to? 15 minus 12 is 3. 20 minus 8 is 12. 3/12 reduces to 1/4. So my answer so far is y equals 1/4 x plus b. And just like a few minutes ago, we need to plug in an x and a y and solve for b. Now, I can plug in the 8 and the 12 as a pair, or I can plug in the 20 and 15. It doesn't matter which I use, but no mixing and matching. If I use the 8, I got to use the 12. If I use the 20, I got to use the 15. So I'm going to use the 20 and 15. 15 is the y, and 20 is the x. See, there's the point that I plugged in, 20 for x, 15 for y. And 4th times 20 is 5. Take away 5 on each side. We get b is equal to 10. So the final answer is y equals 1/4 x plus 10. And if I want to see if that works for sure, the point 812, does that work here? What's 1/4 of 8? 1/4 of 8 would be 2. 2 plus 10 is 12. See, it's coming out as it should. And when we use a 20, do we really get a 15? Figure 1/4 of 20 would be 5. 5 plus 10, 15. Both of these come out true, so this is the correct answer. Okay, I think that's it for today's videos. Take care. Stay healthy.